Welcome to Venti Chic, the place where aspiring billionaires seek inspiration. Today, let's talk about the deluge of the supply of luxury watches. The watch industry, particularly Rolex, Patek Philippe, and Audemars Piguet, has experienced significant changes in recent years. In 2018, there was a scarcity of stainless steel sports watches, which drove up demand. The situation worsened in 2020 with the onset of the pandemic, further impacting the supply. As people redirected their funds from activities like travel and dining out, watch enthusiasts began investing more in expanding their watch collections. The pandemic-related shutdowns also contributed to production slowdowns. In the past, collectors saw an opportunity to sell watches from Rolex, Patek Philippe, and Audemars Piguet at premium prices on the pre-owned market. Throughout 2021 and into early 2022, these models flooded the market, leading to a steady price increase until May of this year. However, the dynamics shifted in mid-May, resulting in an oversupply compared to demand. Consequently, prices for the Big Three are expected to continue declining as inventory in the used market keeps growing. Specifically, the Rolex Daytona has experienced a 21% price decrease, the Patek Philippe Nautilus has a 19% decrease, and the Audemars Piguet Royal Oak has a 15% decrease. The Vacheron Constantin Overseas Reference is an example of a brand following the secondary market trend outside the Big Three. The Vacheron Constantin Overseas Reference 4500V peaked at $39,900 in April, but is now available for under $10,000. This shift indicates a higher supply than demand, as second-hand watch dealers and individual investors sell off their stocks. Throughout the year, the secondary watch market has experienced a significant increase in watch inventory. It's worth noting that despite the price decrease, the pre-owned market still commands prices above retail. For instance, the Vacheron Constantin Overseas, with a starting retail price of $22,500, is still higher in the secondary market. Similarly, although the Patek Philippe Nautilus reference has decreased to $190,000 from $240,000, it remains more than 5 times its original list price of $35,000. Which do you think is better when it comes to luxury watches, a pre-owned or a brand new watch? Pre-owned watches are less expensive, but celebrities also wear pre-owned watches. Let us know in the comments below. In contrast to the overall trend, some watch companies have experienced increases in the pre-owned market. Bulgari saw a 1% increase, A. Lange & Son and Zenith experienced a 3% increase, and Girard-Perregaux witnessed a 5% increase. Considering the recent price drop in well-known brands like Rolex, Audemars Piguet, and Patek Philippe, the question arises whether it's still worth buying their watches. While these brands have seen a significant price decline over the past few months, it's essential to remember their substantial price increases in previous years. Second-hand versions continue to be considerably more expensive than new ones. For example, in the last 6 months, the pre-owned price of a Rolex 11-6500 Cosmograph Daytona with a panda face has decreased by negative 26.7%. Currently, the retail price of the Cosmograph Daytona is $14,550, more than double the average price in the pre-owned market, which is currently around $32,233. Similar calculations apply to models like the Patek Philippe Nautilus 5711A with a retail price of $123,956 compared to the pre-owned average of $34,890, and the Audemars Piguet Royal Oak 1522 ST with a retail price of $89,1110 versus the pre-owned average of $14,100. It's unlikely that used Royal Oaks, Daytonas, or Nautiluses will ever be cheaper than new ones compared to retail prices. However, negative economic indicators such as rising interest rates and persistent inflation suggest that the downward trend in prices may continue. Patek Philippe, Rolex, and Audemars Piguet's watches will always hold some value, making them acceptable at pawn shops and jewelers worldwide. While a Rolex can be quickly exchanged for cash, Patek Philippe or Audemars Piguet watches may be more challenging to convert into cash promptly. Nevertheless, holding onto a valuable watch is a wise choice, as it can serve as a valuable asset or potential barter in uncertain circumstances. Whether to wear a nice watch and potentially pass it on to future generations, or view it purely as an investment depends on individual circumstances. If you have financial stability and don't succumb to extreme fears of a post-apocalyptic scenario, wearing and cherishing the watch might be the preferred choice. However, if the watch was primarily purchased as an investment, it's advisable to disregard market fluctuations and hold on to it. By the way, if you're enjoying this content, show your appreciation by giving it a like and sharing it on your favorite social media platforms. Help us reach a wider audience. Regardless of market instability, experts consistently recommend investing in highly sought-after timepieces from brands like Rolex, Patek Philippe, Audemars Piguet, and Omega. Luxury watch collecting goes beyond enhancing one's style and is a smart financial investment. Pre-owned Rolexes, especially models like the GMT, Master, and Submariner, have demonstrated appreciation surpassing that of gold, real estate, and stocks over the past decade. For those passionate about horology, well-preserved watches from esteemed brands like Patek Philippe, Audemars Piguet, and Omega are also proving wise investments. However, the extremely restricted availability of new watches at boutiques poses a challenge when acquiring highly coveted timepieces such as the Daytona or the Royal Oak. In such cases, turning to reputable secondary market dealers may be the sole option to fulfill your desire. Here are 4 luxury watches worth considering for potential investment opportunities. Number 1. The 2023 Patek Philippe Nautilus 5711A. This watch represents a direct evolution of the original reference 3700, known for its iconic design. This version features new proportions, a captivating gradient blue dial, and a stainless steel finish, making it suitable for any occasion. Many watch enthusiasts consider the Nautilus 5711A a must-have timepiece, making it a highly desirable addition to any collection. Number 2. The Rolex Daytona Ceramic Bezel 116500. This watch made headlines and quickly became one of the most sought-after Daytona models. Its distinguishing feature is the innovative Cerachrom bezel insert crafted by Rolex, which boasts exceptional resistance against scratches and color fading. The white dial variation, renowned for its high contrast, is particularly coveted. Due to its contemporary and sporty aesthetics, obtaining this highly popular sports watch at retail remains exceedingly challenging. While secondary market prices have reached $47,000, retail prices start at $13,500. Number 3. The Audemars Piguet Royal Oak 15400 ST. This is in high demand and often sought after by watch enthusiasts. It combines the timeless angular design and iconic grand tapestry dial of the classic Royal Oak with a modern 41mm case and the reliable AP caliber 3120 movement. The price for this reference peaked in the spring, reaching around $53,000, but currently it can be found for approximately $40,000. Before we head over to the last one, if you want to stay in the loop and receive instant notifications about our latest videos, hit that subscribe button and click the notification bell. Number 4. The Rolex GMT Master 1675. This is a trusted and widely favored model. While the Rolex GMT Master Pepsi is popular, the reference 1675 offers even more reliability. This model became highly sought after with the introduction of crown guards and aluminum. Luxury wristwatches go beyond their timekeeping function. They hold the narratives, recollections, and heritage of those who wear them. In the words of the famous Patek Philippe, you don't truly possess a luxury watch, you care for it for future generations. And that's the end. Thank you for taking the time to be here with us. Remember to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any videos. See you in our next updates.